Each planet has a specific effect on a certain area of life for a person, depending on what house it sits in at the time of birth. But what happens if you take two birth charts and layer them over each other? The planets appear to fall in each other's houses, and everything in astrology means something. These are called overlays, and they give additional information on a couple, but it's not uncommon to see overlays repeating patterns already seen in aspects. Depending on someone's feeling towards certain relationship dynamics, some overlays could be considered easier than others. Today we're talking specifically about Venus overlays in the first house. Venus is a relationship planet regardless of what house it rules in the birth chart. It's also one of the feminine personal planets we all have, and so it shows how receptive or feminine someone may or may not be. It symbolizes values, interests, the love language we receive the best, charm or lack of it, and personal finances. This is a very magnetic overlay for all kinds of relationships and is not necessarily considered only romantic. It's weirdly attractive and easily builds rapport. The closer Venus is to the house person's ascendant, the more intensely the pair are drawn to one another. It's a feeling of like at first sight. When one partner's Venus falls in another partner's first house of identity, self, and physical body, the Venus person likes the first house person for the way that they look or present themselves. It could also be mannerisms or their voice. But there is something that is mostly surface level that attracts the Venus person to the house person. There is a wow factor that the Venus person sees that sometimes no one else around them can understand. The house person can feel very flattered and charmed by the attention Venus gives. There's also validation that gives them extra confidence. Venus is not necessarily giving in this situation though. They're attracted to how good they look together in public and what they can receive from the house partner. It can get selfish and superficial, making the house person feel like a prize on display. There's also pressure for the house person to keep up this pleasant Venusian persona where they are kind and sweet and charming themselves. If their facade were to crack, it would push the Venus person away quickly. While I would say that this doesn't sound amazing for a long-term relationship, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. 1. Other synastry could add more depth to the couple and allow this aspect to play out very well, especially if Venus is well placed in a chart. And 2. If the Venus in the first house overlay rules that person's 7th house of partnerships, this could make the first house person seem very much like the ideal partner, adding longevity to the relationship that may otherwise be missing. That's all for Venus in the first house today. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching.